President, Oroko Cultural Association. Tatamba mene nanje wasumana. Batuba Oroko. Pembe ikende nekeise uriongo. Hey, nani Hilary? Ituka iyo meki masuma Oroko. Ituka iyo meki masuma Oroko. Maroki damasenje ya medo waro salwi. Besukuru besibe nina imaroke niye. Iya Winifred mende nanje. Ituka iyo meki masuma Oroko. Ituka iyo meki masuma Oroko. Maroki damasenje ya medo waniro salwi. Besukuru besibe nina imaroke niye. Nina besukuru beloko omboka iyasu. Baleri base, ndiye ya meto ise. Etenika jabakara, omaumi yango mesa kanwa baka. Omo ituka ya warusu mamani omamboki basu batata na mabakia. Gimano base, Oroko baroko uruta. Gimano base, Oroko baroko uruta. Tokwani, banaba Oroko Tokwani, batoba Oroko na mwenyo Gimano base, Oroko baroko uruta. Gimano base, Oroko baroko uruta. Tokwani, banaba Oroko Tokwani, batoba Oroko na mwenyo Iya nango da Margaret, kisoranga joakori. Mama kopa eko sanija Oroko, South Korea, tebele mwa kovinjia. Honorable Osri Joshua Nabangi, Tata, Bele Oroko baroko South Korea, Babeli o Germany, Baroko o Canada, menye masuwe, o Mongoe. Oroko baroko UK, Babeli o Belgium, Baroko o Sweden, menye masuwe, o Mongoe. Oroko South Africa, Denmark, Finland, Japan, Britain, na Thailand. Tokwani Gomeroko. Nina rasa sakelo lui batoko na mwenyo Nina rasa sakelo lui na soja
Bembe jabali ya royani ekende nekeise. Bembe jabase se royani ekende nekeise.
Sango elangwe Peter Nanje Naliomu Motwa mulema Musangi. Nina rasa sakelo lui na bambenda
na mwenyo
Nina rasa sakelo lui balelie.
Bembe jabali ya royani ekende nekeise. Bembe jabase se royani ekende nekeise.
Omboka ya Oroko Bautu masalu baleli bangoromenti. Etoni kanya bakalanya le kwa nangweli ese. Marongi na webongo bali sumambia ese. Berongi sane bali kwa nangweli ise. Na ituka ingi yosusu. Nekoba Oroko bapo bori alitopia makikise. Ongo pembeja Papa na mama Angida ja owaso. Ai Menyo imasue Ai Menyo imasue Ngomo nakoleke kumbaka
Iya ikenga ngomo nakoleke kumbaka. Iya ikenga
Musiki ngakoleke konoko.
Iya ikenga musiki ngakoleke konoko. Iya ikenga
Mesaki ngakoleke sakaka.
Iya ikenga mesaki ngakoleke sakaka. Iya ikenga
Ngweli nakoleke ekwaka.
Iya ikenga ngweli nakoleke ekwaka. Iya ikenga
Koli nakoleke tundaka.
Iya ikenga koli nakoleke tundaka. Iya ikenga
Eyanga ngakoleke liaka.
Iya ikenga eyanga ngakoleke liaka. Iya ikenga
Nina ekosani jaba Oroko Eloko wa Amerika na omboka yosusu ya bakara. Nero boreli niye Ongo pembe jaba papa na mama Anginya ja obase. Nanje music production na tokole mavide.
Mama
Nanje music production atokore mapinge Tokwa ni nosake banaba oroko Tokwa ni nosake mosiki mamboka Nanje music production atokore mapinge Nanje music production atokore mapinge Tokwa ni nosake banaba oroko Tokwa ni nosake mosiki mamboka Nanje music production atokore mapinge Nanje music production atokore mapinge Tokwa ni nosake banaba oroko Tokwa ni nosake mosiki mamboka Bale mbajo kumba mosiki mamboka Bale muna Gomo beturi Wamotote mawake Atokwe asake ngomo Eba Gomo beturi Eya sumele Sekakani Eba Odikome balue Obekora barombi Olifeja batanga Nayo Motakadere Sekeli takali kominjea Sekeli takali kominjea Ima sekeli takali kominjea Sekeli takali kominjea Ima sekeli takali kominjea Ima sekeli takali kominjea Sekeli takali kominjea Ima sekeli takali kominjea Sekeli takali kominjea Ima sekeli takali kominjea Iya ndobe tabakata Iya ibonga wabakundu Jaswara umekimasu Meki masuro selwaka iyo omiso Mamboka imasuro selwaka iyo omiso Omeki masuro selwaka iyo omiso Nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo omiso Chief Mokete Joseph Nebale Eboli mbao Imameki masuro selwaka iyo omiso Mamboka imasuro selwaka iyo omiso Omameki masuro selwaka iyo omiso Nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo omiso Chief Honorable Motasembo Davide Bana bapangale Jasowara Ekondo Jasowara Imameki masuro selwaka iyo omiso Nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo omiso Jasowara Ekondo Jasowara Imameki masuro selwaka iyo omiso Nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo omiso Tata Kalo Aidi Banyangi ondiko Balana bameme ondiko Batata na baiya ondiko Nabana ondiko Ekondo meyamba Jasowara Pastor Elakwe Esoe Nota jekeli kanyangi ondiko Balana bameme ondiko Batata na baiya ondiko Nabana ondiko Ekondo meyamba Jasowara Tata Nkimani Obase Bokesa nanga yo Imameki masue Omeki masue Imameki masue Omeki masue Omeki masue Selwaka iyo omiso Nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo omiso Imameki masue Omeki masue Imameki masue Omeki masue Selwaka iyo omiso Nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo omiso Allez, 3 Mokete King Solomon. Fire! Give money, don't money. Give money, don't money. Give money, give money, don't money. Give money, don't money. Ayok Nyanga International, Ire Bagari Among Etok Yete.
Asori Mega, Johnson Kina Vota, Asori Mega, Johnson Kina E, Asori Mega, Johnson Kina Voma, Asori Mega, Johnson Kina E. Asori Mega, Johnson Kina Vota, Asori Mega, Johnson Kina E, Asori Mega, Johnson Kina Voma, Asori Mega, Johnson Kina E, Ekatikero, Johnson Kina Vota, Toto Mankam, Johnson Kina E, Ekatikero, Johnson Kina Voma, Toto Mankam, Johnson Kina E.
Arresta Michel Okole Sakwe.
Votana Voma, Mega Ibri, Mandama Wanyama Sari, Kamupio Akonengiri, Akona Bente, Akona Mpa, I want them to our own bankam. Some of them Bonyo, Bolam Cat, some of them Bonyo, Votana Voma, Johnson Kina, Mega Ibri. Oh no! Aha! Le président Tingama Vinge, Mouerentowa Yokyanga International.
Arresta Piaget.
Oh no!
President Iya Dr. Clementine Ebenye Nanje. Oka United States of America. Iya Oka Isananga Iyo. Give money. Don't money. Give money. Don't money. Give money. Waweli mana wale muko. Evoke kiaka. Waweli mana wale muko. Evoke kiaka. Eke baweli bakayo, baweli basuye, basejo botekelaku, babana bateni yombusa e. Baweli bakayo, baweli basuye, basejo botekelaku, babana bateni yombusa e. Tata Edimo Andrew, Michigan. Eke baweli bakayo, baweli basuye, basejo botekelaku, babana bateni yombusa e. Baweli bakayo, baweli basuye, basejo botekelaku, babana bateni yombusa e. Tata Nzingi Waters, Madiba Malunge, Erela. Yako wale moria, weni mboka e papa.
Yako wale moria e weni mboka e.
Yako wale moria, weni mboka e.
Yako wale moria e weni mboka e.
Yako wale moria, weni mboka e papa.
Yako wale moria e weni mboka e.
Yako wale moria, weni mboka e.
Yako wale moria e weni mboka e.
Dr. Ebongo Zak, tata mboka Isananga yo. Tata kaniye, ekodo tata kaniye. Tata kani mamboka imasu tata kaniye. Ima tata kaniye, tata kani mamboka e. Tata kaniye mboka yasu tata kaniye. Tata kaniye, ekondo tata kaniye. Tata kani mamboka imasu tata kaniye. Ima tata kaniye, tata kani mamboka e. Tata kaniye mboka yasu tata kaniye. Chief banambare etu ake banando sindelo salingi joda. Bapasto elangwe esoe mama kanete tetetero seneke mpako. Yato base, yako wale muria weni mboka. Yako wale muria e weni mboka e. Yako wale muria Joseph Mokete Nebale, Tata Ebu Kimbao. Banana base yoy, wabiani babu batipaki. Yana base yoy, wabarana babu batipaki. Bana base yoy, wabasangwe batipaki. Eke bana base yoy, wabanyangwe batipaki. Ekondo beambae, ima ekondo beambao. Ekondo beambae, nebele ekondo beambae. Ekondo beambae, nebele ekondo beambao. Tata opase Ebeneza Eswe, Minnesota. Banana base yoy, wabiani babu batipaki. Yana base yoy, wabarana babu batipaki. Bana base yoy, wabasangwe batipaki. Eke bana base yoy, wabanyangwe batipaki. Ekondo beambae, ima ekondo beambao. Ekondo beambae, nebele ekondo beambae. Ekondo beambae, nebele ekondo beambao. Mama Mary Obase, USA, Minnesota. Mboka isananga yo. Ayop Nyanga International, Johnson Kina.
Nenu never get it, nenu never get it, nenu never get it, nenu never get it. Sarabebe monyo,
Nenu never get it.
Bobarop chibo vera,
Nenu never get it.
Bawarep chibo mukusai,
Nenu never get it.
nenu never get it, nenu never get it, nenu never get it, nenu never get it. Sarabebe monyo,
Nenu never get it.
Bobarop chibo vera,
Nenu never get it.
Bawarep chibo mukusai.
Nenu never get it.
Ayonge bot mo kukuri anawa landa mewenge be kama tu mantang daga nene betu nyonya ka kabo tabarom mega ibiri mewenge sese konkai Moses mewenge sese ko bison bakia mewenge Dr. Ebanabai manto sentang daga ne mega ibiri betu nyonya ka kabo tabarom la justice aya pola bine ne momanyu mewenge wonkontuo to sentang daga nene mega ibiri sese ko abonduku eret ne momanyu esongoribo apuno alicious alias Taco Black of Ajonta Kingdom mewenge wonko manto sentang daga nene aha
Tato base Sony Mbo Rumbuaka. Meki masume kweli niko pai niko rosobora. Kumbengwe, Ledewe, Bebe Otansi, Kamikaze back to life. Ibuli moto ananyonga, ombeke nyoro, oliko inumbanga, amarugu imoni. Ibuli moto ananyonga, aibake kumba, oliko inumbanga, amarugu imoni. Oluaka moni maweni mulwa moni. Eko oluaka moni o maweni mulwa moni. Oluaka moni o maweni mulwa moni ewe kodoe. Iya motuba bie. Anelie oluaka moni o maweni mulwa moni. Eko oluaka moni o maweni mulwa moni. Oluaka moni maweni mulwa moni ewe kodoe. Ai kodo, ai kodo, ai kodo. Ayuma babu. Ibuli moto ananyonga, aibake kumba, oliko inumbanga, amarugu imoni. Ibuli moto ananyonga, aombeke nyoro, oliko inumbanga, amarugu imoni. Oluaka moni o maweni mulwa moni. Eke oluaka moni o mawe ni molua moni. Oluaka moni o mawe ni molua moni we kondo e. Iya Sicilia belie mutale. Oluaka moni o mawe ni molua moni. Eke oluaka moni o mawe ni molua moni. Oluaka moni o mawe ni molua moni we kondo e. Pastor Elangwe Esoe, Church of Christ, Brightland Christian Orphanage, Otutu, na so ite papa. Ojiaka buwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe. Eke ojiaka buwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe. Ojiaka buwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe we kondo e. Ojiaka buwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe. Eke ojiaka buwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe we kondo e. Motinal Prince will pass. My brother, that's what he do. I could do. Oluaka moni o mawe ni molua moni. Nego jaka buwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe. Oluaka moni o mawe ni molua moni. Nego jaka buwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe we kodoe. Oluaka moni o mawe ni molua moni. Nego jaka buwe o mawe ni mobuwe buwe. Oluaka moni o mawe ni molua moni. Nego jaka buwe o mawe ni mobuwe buwe we kodoe. Madame Elangwe Mado, Brightland Nursery Primary and Secondary School. Boss Akonjo. I Konjo Mario. King money. Tokwani. Bamweni jalui moni ye. Batobe kondo jalui moni ye. Ribuka munyere. Mwana mboka o. Bamweni jalui moni ye. Batobe kondo jalui moni ye. Ribuka munyere. Jaka biaka e. Munyere mabanga munanga isai. Omarasa se mosa saseke. Ise batobana nyunga. Donki isase. Uweli onoro. Jalui moni likwe munyere. Munyere moraka ndabu. Moraka mitoa. Moraka motona nyunga. Jalui moni likwe. Bamweni jalui moni ye. Batobe kondo jalui moni ye. Libuka munyere. Sango Soni Maleba, South Africa. Manso de Vintatwa. Minyamajo Matingene. Be money, Tokwani. Be money. Otowana yoga kundi jabae, ama ikendo aforie, devinya akotimbae. Otowana yoga kundi jabae, ama ikendo aforie, devinya akotimbae. Oma warunga mandabue, wanda na mitowae, eke ikendo aforie. Oma warunga mandabue. Wanda na metowa neke ikendo forie. Otowana nyonga kundi jabae, ama ikendo forie. Debinya akotimbae. Otowana nyonga kundi jabae, ama ikendo forie. Debinya akotimbae. Princess Pauline Medico, minya majo matingeneko. Ilakani, Tokwani. Batata Carlo Ice Tokwani. Na batata Itie Nixon. Minyamajo mango mamarokoko. President Edoto Julius Wongomo. Wewe wami oma orwi iko. Miwe ilonji oboka. Batinga oma rongweni. Jarumbe kere manyoro. Toto. Ose kondo. Ise bakeleo. papa, ai mama, ai papa, che bene bene, bene bene, allez oh bene bene, che bene bene, bene bene, allez oh bene bene.
Litina lipe likakopaka melave lipe mekakopaka bepuma bamwani yo ipika ikwelo litina bamwani yo bakatita awali bepuma nebenenie welo sowili yonila urokoe bamwani yo welo matili yonila urokoe batoba urokoe batoba urokoe batoba urokoe bana moroko ise basusuwe mutu moko batoba urokoe batoba urokoe batoba
Dima kana mua batoba oroko Mero sembi waluweli Oisi joaro timbake Dosake robo raiti kaingi Soni batoba oroko Oroko USA Oroko Canada Orosa South Africa Bayena batata Ikendo oboso Lokatimbe mambusa Nebele ana boroko ise basusuwe olonge oroko nebele ana boroko ise basusuwe olonge lelele mama no papa lelele mama no papa Pastor Elangwe Esoe Pastor Emmanuel Mela Pastor Kale Kanekeni Obasalo refika ingi na batoba oroko Soni
Atita. Hey, Tita.
Hey!
Evoke kiaka Eke baweli bakayo Baweli basuye Basejo botekelaku Babana bateni yombusa Baweli bakayo Baweli basuye Basejo botekelaku Babana bateni yombusa Tata Edimo Andrew Michigan Baweli bakayo, baweli basuye, basejo botekelaku, babana bateni yombusa Baweli bakayo, baweli basuye, basejo botekelaku, babana bateni yombusa Tata Ntingi Waters, Matiba Malunge, Maryland. Yako wale moria, weni mboka papa.
Yako wale moria,
Yako wale moria, weni mboka
Yako wale moria, weni mboka
Yako wale moria, weni mboka papa.
Yako wale moria, weni mboka
Yako wale moria, weni mboka
Yako wale moria, weni mboka
Dr. Ebongoza, tata mboka esananga yo. Tata kaniye, ekoto tata kaniye. tatakani mamboka imasu tatakani ima tatakani tatakani mamboka tatakani mboka yasu tatakani tatakani ekondo tatakani tatakani mamboka imasu tatakani ima tatakani tatakani mamboka tatakani mboka yasu tatakani Chief banambare etwa ke banando sindelo salingi joda papasto elangwe esoe amakane tete rosene kembako tato base yako wale muria winimboka yako wale muria winimboka yako wale muria winimboka Chief Joseph Mokete Nebale ataibu kimbao Yoy, wabiani babu batibaki. Yana base yoy, wabarana babu batibaki. Bana base yoy, wabasangwe batibaki. Eke bana base yoy, wabanyangwe batibaki. Ekondo beambae, ima ekondo beambao. Ekondo beambae, nebele ekondo beambae. Ekondo beambae, nebele ekondo beambao. Tata opase Ebeneza eswe, Minnesota. Base yoy, wabiani babu batibaki. Yana base yoy, wabarana babu batibaki. Bana base yoy, wabasangwe batibaki. Eke bana base yoy, wabanyangwe batibaki. Ekondo beambae, ima ekondo beambao. Ekondo beambae, nebele ekondo beambae. Ekondo beambae, nebele ekondo beambao. Mama Mary Obase, USA, Minnesota. Mboka isananga yo Ayop Nyanga International Johnson Kina
Nenu never gere Sarabebe bonyo
Nenu never gere
Bawarop chibovera
Nenu never gere
Bawarop chibomukusai
Nenu never gere
Nenu never gere Sarabebe bonyo
Nenu never gere
Bawarop chibovera
Nenu never gere
Bawarop chibomukusai
Nenu never gere
Ayonge bot Mo kukuri anawalanta Mewinge veka mantu mantang daga nene Beti nyonya kakebo tabarom Mega ibiri Mewinge sese konkai Moses Mewinge sese ko bison bakia Mewinge Dr. Banabai Manto sentang daga ne Mega ibiri Beti nyonya kakebo tabarom La justice aya pola bine Nemo manyu Mewinge wonkontuo To sentang daga nene Mega ibiri Sese ko abonduku eret Nemo manyu Esongoribo Apuno Alicious alias Taco Black of Bajonta Kingdom Mewinge wonko Manto sentang daga nene Aha
Tato base Sony Mbo Rumbuaka Meki masume kweli niko pai Niko rosobora Nkumbengwe Letewe Bebe Otansi Kamikaze back to life Ibuli moto ananyonga Ombeke nyoro Oliko inombanga Amaruku imoni Ibuli moto ananyonga Aibake kumba Oliko inombanga Amaruku imoni Oluaka moni maweni molua moni Eko oluaka moni o maweni molua moni Oluaka moni o maweni molua moni Ewe kodoe Iya motuba bie manelie uwaka moni omawe ni modua moni eko ruaka moni omawe ni modua moni oruaka moni mawe ni modua moni we kondo ai kondo ayoma babo yebori moto ananyonga aiba kekumba Oliko inombanga, amaru kwimoni Yebori moto ananyonga, aombeke nyoro Oliko inombanga, amaru kwimoni Uruaka moni omawe ni morua moni Neke uruaka moni omawe ni morua moni Uruaka moni omawe ni morua moni Ewe kondoe Iya Sicilia belie motale Uruaka moni omawe ni morua moni Ego ruaka moni omawe ni morua moni Uruaka moni omawe ni morua moni we kondoe Pastor Elangwe Esoe Church of Christ Right Land Christian Orphanage Ututu na so ite papa Ojiaka uwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe Ego jiaka uwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe Ojiaka uwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe we kondoe Jaka uwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe Eko jaka uwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe We kondoe Motinal Prince will opase My brother that's what he do I kondo Oruaka moni o mawe ni modua moni Eko jaka uwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe Oruaka moni o mawe ni modua moni Eko jaka uwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe we kondoe Uruaka moni o mawe ni modua moni Eko jaka uwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe Uruaka moni o mawe ni modua moni Eko jaka uwe mawe ni mobuwe buwe we kondoe Madame Elangwe Mado Right Land Nursery Primary and Secondary School Boss Makonjo I kondo Mario King money Do kwani Mamweni jalwi money Batobe kondo jalwi money Libuka munyere Mwana mboka o Mamweni jalwi money Batobe kondo njalwi moni Libuka munyele Jaka biaka munyele mabanga munanga isai Omarasa se musasa sekege Ise bato bana nyunga Nongi isase uweli ondoro Njalwi moni likwe munyele Munyele moraka ndabo Moraka metoa Moraka mutwana nyunga Njalwi moni likwe Bamweni njalwi moni Batobe kondo njalwi moni Libuka munyele Sango Soni Maleba South Africa Manso de Vintatwa Minyamajo Matingene Imoni Tokwani Otowananyoga kundi ndabae Ama ikendo aforie Tevinya akotimbae Mutonanyonga kundi ndabae Ama ikendo aforie Tevinya akotimbae Oma warunga mandabwe Wanda na mitowae Eke ikendo aforie Oma warunga mandabwe Wanda na mitowae Eke ikendo aforie Otowananyoga kundi ndabae Ama ikendo aforie Tevinya akotimbae Otowananyoga kundi ndabae Ama ikendo aforie Tevinya akotimbae Princess Pauline Medico Minyamajo Matingeneko Ilakani Tokwani Vimani Tokwani Batata Carlo Ice Tokwani Na Batata Etienne Nixon Minyamajo Mango Mamarokoko President Etoto Julius Ongomo Wewa wami oma orwi iko Nyuwe ironji oboka Batinga oma rongweni kele manyoro to o sekondo ise bakele yo.
Gentlemen, dear televiewers, once again you are welcome to County Roads, and I'm your humble servant, Comfort Konfor. Today we are hosting the Indian County as we prepare for the award on the road show, which is happening in the county of Indian tomorrow, Sunday, the 5th of July, 2020. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always being there. And please, before you settle in, do well to share and invite everybody. Let's put minds and heads together and see what we are going to do for Ndian as the minutes are quick passing by. So once again, thank you. Please share, and invite someone. So with me here tonight, I have two powerful people representing the county of Ndian, and the very first of them is no one else but our own Iron Lady in the house, one of the great ladies in the revolution. Not great in size too. Some of us are so, but they say little things matter. So she is so great. She's this little woman with a very big heart, So the greatness comes from the heart and not from the size. So before I call her in, Iya Maranta, I apologize for calling you little woman. I'm not saying you are little. I actually said right word that you are a very great woman and you know who you are. Thank you for joining us today on County Roads.
Thank you so much for having me here, my comfort. Um, it's a pleasure. Greetings to you, greetings to everybody, greetings to all and wherever you are. And
Thank
it's
you.
wonderful to be here tonight. You.
Okay. All right. Thank you for accepting our invitation. And I must say, you look so Amazonian. I love your necklace. Thank you once again. So, apart from that, we also have a powerful gentleman. I think one of the youngest leaders we have in the revolution or the counties, none else but our own Tata Edwin Kamara, who happens to be the chairperson of the Indian County. Tata Kamara, you are welcome to County Roads. Okay. Can you hear? All right. He seems to be freezing. I think it's just something that we can fix. This seems to be one of the parts of our introduction in this show, County Roots. So we thank God for that because we're already used to it. Please, let's just be patient while he sees what he can do to actually join us live because he's supposed to be here. So thank you once again for joining in. Please do well to share, invite someone. Let's make the platform really busy because we really need to make it happen. A lot is taking place out there. So we just need to sit up, do what we are supposed to do what we know that we're supposed to do what we have to do in order to secure a place to call home for ourselves and why not for our children. So, Tata Edwin, are you there? Can you hear us? Can you speak? Okay, Lady Marianta, while we are waiting for Tata Kamara to sign in, I would like us to use this moment now to observe a minute of silence in honor of our fallen heroes. We also use this time to pay tribute to uh, our suffering people back at home, our suffering people in the refugee camps in Nigeria and the rest of Africa, and why not all over the world. So, Iya Marianta, you have the privilege to do this honor. Thank you.
Okay, please let's observe that minute of silence on behalf of all our fallen heroes who are so dear to us. Our 1 minute of silence starts now. So we say together, eternal return to them, O Lord, and let perpetual rain upon them. Those of the faithful departed through the mercy of God. Rest in peace.
Amen. I hope you heard, suspect you said amen. So I am just saying that, hoping. Yeah, the network seems to be not so good, but yeah, we are trusting that at some point everything is just going to be okay. So while we are preparing, I would just like to use this minute to say hello to a few people. I greet you, Comrade Aisha, and hello to Captain Batata. Hello, Comrade Florence Acho. I greet you, MB Wizzy. Hello. I greet you, Nji Julius. I greet you, Boj Clifford Tar. Hello, fellow Amazonians, dear televiewers. I also want to use this opportunity to say hello to our brothers and sisters who are watching us on satellite in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa, whether you are Amazonian or not. But because you are a sympathizer of this struggle and you are always with us, you are part of us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Continue to tell the story, invite someone to watch with you and listen to what is happening to Amazonia. I would equally like to use this opportunity to send a word of greetings to those who are watching on YouTube. We are together. And equally, I want to say hi to some of our resilient Amazonia restoration forces on the ground. There were some sweet names I got yesterday. I hope I remember them exactly as I got them. I want to say hello to General Black Rapun of of Balangi, and to General Black Jesus, still of Balangi. I say hello to the Marines of Bambalang. I say hello to the Black Tar Council of Fako and to our own Field Marshal of Lebialem, and why not to all of the Amazonian restoration forces back home. We love you, and we are here because you are there. The courage that we have, you are the one fueling it, and we thank you so much. So once again, I want to try Tata Edwin. Are you ready to join us now? Hello, can you say something so that we should know you are connected, please? All right. Okay. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for the chairperson of Indian County, we are just going to move on. Thank God, Iya Marianta is here. So, Iya Marianta, you are just going to start while we wait for the chairperson, trusting he is going to join us. So, there is this statement. That was Monday, immediately after Dongamantung. The next day, I read from this post was put up by Millie Chi. She says this week is the week of Indian County, which is the Hawaii of Amazonia. So based on this, Iya Marianta, I would like you to take some time to paint a vivid picture of Indian County to Amazonians and to other televiewers who are non-Amazonians. Paint a picture of this place. Let's see how beautiful it is, and let it give us reason, especially those of us who have not been there. Let it give us reason to pull out $1,000 and put on the table because we want Amazonia to come quick. Why not? So we can visit Indian County. Thank you. Comrade Marianta. All right. This is a serious one. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, can you?
You're really breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear
Can
now.
you
I
hear
hope it
me? Hello?
continues like this. Yes, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. 5 on 5.
Perfect.
Thank you.
This sounds good now.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay. Oh dear.
Indian. So it is Indian, and how can I describe it? So just imagine a place. You're in a place that's just a lush green vegetation. You hear birds chirping. The wind is fresh and beautiful, and you may see some fauna.
Hey,
You might
hello,
also
Comrade Mariana.
imagine.
I will call on the
Can you
technician
hear
to
me?
please. Yeah, it's really difficult, and I don't think that our people are enjoying this. This is something that people want to hear, and so I'm calling on the technician if it's possible to just put up a piece of music and see if we can try a quick fix to this before we come back again. If it's really possible, we'll really appreciate that, technician, please. So yeah, Comrade Marianta, you are trying to speak, but you are breaking up. Even myself, I can't get you. And Amazonians, nobody shows sign of listening or actually getting you. So please let us know. Can you hear her? It could be the problem is mine. Amazonians or dear televiewers, please
I
let us
can't hear
know.
you.
Can you can't hear me? All right, then there's a serious issue. So we hope that the technician can try a quick fix by first of all putting up a piece
I
of music for us to shake it out while we wait for
it,
him to. Can you hear me?
hello.
No, this is
Yes, I
sad.
can.
Yeah, I can hear
I'm
you.
getting you. I'm getting.
Yes. Yeah. It's really breaking. It's breaking. It's breaking. Okay. Sorry, I'm actually going to do this, make this call to see. I hope that they can hear me.
Your image is for me. Why? What?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? This is really bad. Okay.
Here, log and come back here.
All right, let's try that then. Let's try that, both of us. I hope that, yeah, I think it's going to be fine. Let's try it again and see. Oof.
Arokoni nalipe.
Le président Nzinga Mavingue.
Arokoni nalipe.
Ayom Nyanga te soutient.
Arokoni nalipe.
Ensemble luttons contre la jalousie. La musique est démarrée à 500 000 degrés. Ah oui.
Arokoni nalipe.
Arokoni nalipe.
Arokoni nalipe.
Arokoni nalipe. Nami for ade. Nano de boba. Nami for iko. Nobi mi boba kade. Nami for ade. Nano de boba. Nami for iko. Nobi mi boba kade.
Arokoni nalipe.
Arokoni nalipe.
Arokoni nalipe.
Arokoni nalipe. Nami for ade. Nano de boba. Nami for iko. Nobi mi boba kade. Nami for ade. Nano de boba. Nami for iko. Nobi mi boba kade.
President Kwengwe Manasi. Thank you. Elakwenero. So before my brother. Now wait the other people. This time they look. Now wait the other people. This time they look. When you go so they look. You don't so they look. When you go so they look. Their own problem now photo. When you go so them look. You don't so them look. When you go so them look. Their own problem now photo. The more you look, the less you see. No matter how long the night will be, the sun will surely rise. Arokoni naribe.
Arokoni nalipe.
Arokoni naribe.
Arokoni nalipe. Nami for ade. Nano de boba. Nami for iko. Nobi mi boba kade. Nami for ade. Nano de boba. Nami for iko. Nobi mi boba kade.
Arokoni naribe.
Arokoni nalipe.
Arokoni naribe.
Arokoni nalipe. Nami for ade. Nano de boba. Nami for iko. Nobi mi boba kade. Nami for ade. Nano de boba. Nami for iko. Nobi mi boba kade.
Some are climbing the ladder, others stand beside and look. Now so is my brother. Push me. I'm Bombo. Now who be that driver where the driving need using driving mirror? No look for back my brother. On back on me. Bambod Maxine. Hedesi. Na Folimbi. My president Etoto Julius. Na ba Odine Jean-Marie Mbeke. Ba Ama Andesi. Soso Pusha. Soso Pusha. Soso Pusha.
La jalousie est une malédiction. Ça donne la diarrhée. Ça donne les maux de tête. Ensemble, luttons contre la jalousie. Ah oui, Nzinga Mavingue, mon président.
Nami for ade. Nami for ade go. Nami for ade. Nami for ade go.
Carlo. Carlo. Carlo Isaac.
Nami for ade.
So before papa.
Nami for ade. Nami for ade go.
Enjoy driver. Gear 1.
Au lieu de s'asseoir seul et regarder les gens en train d'avancer, bien joindre la société et la communauté pour tous pousser en aller devant. Ouais, le président Nzinga Mavingue, je suis derrière toi, petit Julio. Merci beaucoup. On y va.
Push me. Push me. Push me. Mon ami Nyambingi prospère, les meilleurs coiffeurs. C'est vrai.
Ne me dis pas derrière, laisse ma chemise. Laisse ma chemise. Leave me make a move my dress, abeg. Leave my dress make a pass now, I want go for front. You need to also tiré me for back. I get trouble and you. Jealousy man, that's all you did.
Nami for ade go. Nami for ade. Nami for ade go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you. Thank you. Welcome back from the forced musical break. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you once again for your patience. Thank you for always being there for us. Technical issues are part of this package, the great package of the quests for the restoration of our independence. So I think when we get home, we'll have lots of stories to tell what we went through. So thank God you are all here. Please do well to share again. Stay tuned. And once again, like I said, this is County Roots, and I'm your humble servant, Comfort Konfor. Tonight we are hosting the county of Ndian because we are preparing for the launching of the award, the Amazonia Award Draft, which is visiting the Ndian County tomorrow. And with me here, once again in the studio, I have Iya Marianta, who is one of the great ladies, the greatest warrioresses, if that's a word in English, one of the greatest lionesses of this revolution. Iya Marianta, once again, you are welcome to County Roots.
So much, my comfort. Greetings to you, my fellow lioness, warrior of a woman. Thank you. You're a very strong fighter, and you inspire us. It's just wonderful to be here with you today. Greetings to all fellow
Um,
Ambazonians all across the world, especially where mommy and where papa they were they there for ground zero. People they with the terrorist salute to, and for we are fighters them at the terrorist. I did send una 21 gun salute for all the fine work we will not do. Thank
all,
you.
all right, thank you, Iya Marianta. I think I need to learn how to call this because it's so sweet. Iya, just a three-letter word, very, very sweet and powerful too. Ambazonia have very nice things from naming to everything. So that aside, with us here in the house is none else but the chairperson of Indian County, in the name of Tata Edwin Kamara. Tata Kamara, once again, you are welcome to County Roots, and thank you for accepting our invitation. Tata Kamara, are you there? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tata Edwin Kamara is the county chairperson. He has been struggling to sign in. We are really do hoping that at some point he should make it here because we badly need him. We really want to hear from him. Before we were interrupted by poor network. Please, before I go ahead, do us a favor, share and invite someone before you finally settle in. So please, like I was saying before, we were interrupted by bad network. Iya Marianta was going on the basis of a statement, a picture from Facebook, someone calling Dian County the Hawaii of Amazonia. I was telling him, Iya Marianta to confirm this statement by describing Indian County to us in such a way that they give us reason to pull out $1,000 tomorrow night and put on the table. Say, take this, get this thing out of our way because I want to see homeland and I want to step my feet on the county of Indiana. Over to you, Lady Morianda.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Yes, the person who described Diane County as the Hawaii of Amazonia is completely correct because Diane County is just so fortunate in terms of its geographical position. It's in a tropical area, it's forest. So imagine all the tropical rainforest. You have estuaries, you have lots of fresh water, fish, abundance of food, just lush vegetation. Um, you've got the Rumpy Hills as well, which are just so scenic. You've got the Coral Park. You've got abundance of naturally. It's called like I grew up going to just swim in the river. You have beach. You have so there are some parts that have sandy beaches. You'll be surprised to know there are some parts where you to get to those locations you have to get into a canoe for maybe 45 minutes and just show
Oh,
that you sometimes you see holidays where people go to in Italy, for example, Florence, Venice, and all that. So But now, instead of being surrounded by buildings, floating houses, you're surrounded by lush green trees. You hear the birds making noise. The sun is beaming through. It's just beautiful. It's a gorgeous place. You have some hills. You have waterfalls cascading on the sides as you just relax on this smooth boat ride. I mean, like, you don't even need to travel anywhere to see the beauty that God has made in this world. Indian County has that. It's like the promised land of Amazonia. That is the land has got. I think our chairman, if he was here, he was saying that there are some places where the ground is so rich in minerals that it looks like shiny gold. You understand? The tree barks are covered in shiny, glittery gold. I mean, Amazon is very lucky. We are lucky, and La Republic knows that. That's why they don't want to let go of us because of Diane County, because they know the riches, the minerals, the abundance of food from the fertile soil, from the flora and fauna that we have. I mean, um, I just words fail me because every time that I think of Indian, I think about my village, for example. Me fight even more to make sure that we get the independence. When I was growing up, I had the freedom to climb up the mango trees, get pawpaw whenever I wanted, get guava, get fresh plums. You know, we had the freedom because our area is so rich in everything, so rich in everything. There isn't any plant that you can't think of. Think about your bitter leaf. Think about cocoyams. Think about cocoa leaf to make the eggplant. The bushmeat is there. Everything that you can possibly imagine, we have in county. The problem that
Okay.
we have, of course, we know what the problem is.
All right. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Iya Marianta, for that vivid picture of Indian County that you just painted. I think, yeah, it's already speaking something. It's already saying, telling a lot, and I think that someone can start considering it. Have you ever been to Amazonia? And if yes, if you're Amazonian, have you been to Indian County? Whether yes or no, you just want to draft and draft and draft. You just want to pull out money, a good chunk out of your table, of your pocket, and put it on the table tomorrow for Indian. So thank you once again for tuning in. Please do well to share and invite someone, share to various groups, and make sure that people meet us here. And so we move on together. Indian is a great county. This was actually supposed to be a 3-month delegation representing this county. But because of one reason or the other, the great lady is sitting here. This does not mean that she is all on her own or she is here by herself. If you are from Dian County or you have ever been in Dian and you are watching us now, your contributions on the comment section are very, very welcome. Just add to what she has said. Tell us more about Dian County. Just continue to paint that picture, add it or add the rest of the colors and whatever part that we're failing so that we get a complete picture of it and find reason to pay for it. So that is Amazonia for us. Thank you, Lady Marianta. And this, meanwhile, we are just pleading with the technician that each time Comrade Camara is ready, may he just let us know there's a signal. We know that there's a signal he's just going to make for us to understand that Comrade Camara is around, and why not? We can't just wait to have him here in the studio. So once again, thank you, Lady Marianta, as we are moving to the next question, which sounds like, what are the various countries or parts of Amazonia that are surrounding this great county of Ndian? Who are your neighbors? Let us know, please.
Okay, that's good. So Indian is lucky to have very good neighbors. We have Fako, we have Meme, and we have Manu as our neighbors. And on the east, we've got Nigeria. And of course, I don't have to emphasize why that's so important and strategic.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Good to know. Good to know, Amazonians, that this is where we are. This is where Indian is. that is how Indian looks like. Keep on supporting, keep on contributing anything that comes to your mind that you want us to know about Indian County. Why not go ahead and drop a comment, and we are going to pick it up because we want to know, we want to hear. So apart from that, Lady
My
Marianta,
comfort.
uh, yes, please.
Can I just add? Can I just add that Indian is one of the largest counties. By landmass, we are quite huge. Okay, Indian County 6,626 square is a huge area of natural beauty, um, resources, everything, the plantations, everything. So why is it? I'm sure you're going to come up to the question, but I would like us to talk at some point. Why is it that despite the fact that we are so blessed with all these that
Yeah.
our county
All
is
right.
so
Before we go to
underdeveloped?
that, there's something you said that you want to say a bit more to it. You just made us understand that Indian is a very big county. Please do us a favor. Do not call the various villages because you have already named them. You are all over the social media and all over the place. Whoever did not hear, let them go and listen. But now do us a favor. What is the headquarters of Indian County? And secondly, what are the local government areas that constitute that county? This is important. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So in Mondemba happens to be one of the big places of Ndian, followed by Kondo Titi, the suburban places. In terms of LGA, in terms of this revolution, when we classify the local government areas in Dian County, we have nine. So we have nine local government areas: Mondemba, Toko, Ekondo Titi, Dikombe Balue, Isangele, Idiaba, and so those are we have county. Can you hear me,
Mhm,
Marco? I've simply frozen. Okay, so we have nine local government areas. So that is a huge. We have the most local government areas in the whole zone.
mhm.
The population
Okay,
of
I think
India, yeah.
yeah, carry on.
So the population as of 2005, which is a long time ago, was over 30 thousand, right? So
Mhm,
how much would it be now? Well, take minus the number of people that have been killed mercilessly during this war, but we have a huge population, we have a large landmass, we have a lot of people. We want to see
mhm,
all those people from those various LGAs. We are looking for
mhm,
people, particularly from Isangele, Idiabato, Kumbo Abidimo, and Kumbo Etindi. Those four specific local government areas, we need to hear from you. If you're from those places, reach out to my comfort. Reach out to me. You must have my number somewhere. Reach out. We need to hear from you. This
What
local
is what
government
is
area.
particular? What is particular about these four? You
What,
have up to nine of them. What is more particular about the four that you want them to badly reach out to us?
what my comfort is, as we have been constituting local government by local government, Ndian County, which underwent a very democratic election back in March, it's building building up the chairman. He is the chairman, and so far we have managed to constitute five of those local governments to get in place in Mondemba, Ikondo Titi, Bamuso, Dikumbe Balue, and Toko LGA. So that's five.
Mm-hmm.
That means those
All right.
four, and we haven't got people to, we have not got enough people, and we need every single one of us because
Mm-hmm.
one hand no fit tie bond koki. So we need
All
all
right.
people the way they come off on abeg una reach out for my comfort, una reach out for we, because
All
every
right.
single person is important. Every single person has a role to play. It's as simple as
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yes, I think the bundle of cookie here this time it's actually a huge one that nobody expects anyone to try tying them by themselves. It's huge. We are talking here about an effort to bring down a Goliath because we are only a David, and oh yes, God used him and used him rightly. We are up to the task. Sons and daughters of Indian County, come on board. Tomorrow is your day. We are launching the award, the Amazonia Award Draft tomorrow. We are calling on people worldwide, be them Amazonia by blood or by friendship or by admiration or by sympathy. But before someone comes in to support you, you want to present to us, this is how much we have got. And then this is how much I need, how much more I need. We are only coming to add to what you have got. So please, sons and daughters of Indian County, you are all expected in the house. Call me at any time. Call Secretary Chris, call Lady Casey, call Comrade UN, call Mr. Nanchop, call Prince J.K. Just reach out to any of those people who are out there every blessed minute. Get in touch, get connected. You don't want to show your face in public, it's fine for us. Me and Iya Marianta, we are ready to always put our faces here. But like I would say all the time, while we're showing our faces on your behalf, our palm is behind collecting your money. We badly need this money. Your contribution must not be by showing your face, but everybody unfortunately has the obligation to contribute financially. We are up to the task of felling the Iroko tree. So that is just it. So meanwhile, Indian County
My
War Draft
comfort.
is, yep,
Please, can I?
carry on.
You've just made a statement that has just triggered me. Please, can I just add to what you have said because it's so important. Um, all that we're asking for is for every single person in the diaspora that's in their comfortable homes with a roof over their head, with food and medication whenever they need it, to do something. The people in ground zero have drafted themselves in automatically. They're going through all that suffering. The boys on ground zero who started this without the right equipment, come on, to go with 10 guns. Some of them had nothing at all. They had the courage to stand up and say, hey, I am going to defend these women, I am going to defend these children, I am going to defend my territory, I am going to defend my land. Those boys had the courage, and some girls too, and some of our young women have had the courage to say, do you know what? Enough is enough. La Republic cannot come into our territory and kill our children and rape our girls and just do whatever they want with our fathers and mothers. They said no. So they have drafted themselves in. Some of them have paid with their lives. Okay? That is the
All right.
whole reality of it. They have paid with their, they are serving Ambazonia, they're serving this independent struggle with their lives. They don't mind shedding their blood. So what are we doing in the diaspora sitting? We don't even need to beg you because your children need to have a place to call home. Like I was saying, I was describing my childhood. I want my children to be able to enjoy that too. I want my grandchildren to be able to go to my village and enjoy what I enjoyed. We cannot be selfish, please. I'm just
Yes,
saying, people are paying, they're prepared to defend that territory with their life. All that we need to do is to put our hands in our pockets.
yes,
I mean, where would you prefer? What's easier to do?
I know.
I'll leave that question to you to just think
I
about.
know,
In the Zoom.
yeah, Marianta, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I was not going to be part of this discussion until network failed us. So if I'm contributing, bear with me. I'm just too Amazonian that I choose to belong where I want to. Today I want to be Indian, so I'm speaking anywhere I'm Amazonian. I am all over the place.
You're
Yeah, Marianta,
welcome, Mark.
let's spend some time here. Last week, I could not stop crying. I cried from Monday of that week till the Sunday at 6 a.m. because that was when two of us went to bed. It was 6 a.m., right? You know why? Because you talked about our people pledging their lives, others paying upfront with their blood and so on. You know why I will never forget Ngarbu? Because the little girl who was sweeping, this girl, she woke up earlier in the morning before every other person and was sweeping, and her life was snatched away from her. I have a kind of vivid memory. I've never been to Ngarbu, but I grew up at that age where when I was like that girl. I don't know how old she was, but around that age, I was in a village, in some part of the village which looked exactly like Ngarbu. You know what I'm talking about? So I just feel like
Yeah.
if it were in those days, I would surely have died. I did not die. God spared me in those days and made it happen now for some reason. And the only reason is for me to pay it with money. This little girl, I just try to imagine. I feel like I know. The only thing I don't know how it felt because she was the one who was killed, but I know every other thing. I have a clear picture of it because at that age I was there. She paid so dearly. They paid so dearly. People have paid. Others are still very, very ready to pay. You know. So please let us draft. But first of all, Ndian County, come on board. You just want to be the example. If you want me to support me, give me reason to support you. I have drafted my 1,000, you have drafted yours, my brother has drafted his, and so on. And so this is how much we've got. This is how much more we need. Someone is just contributing here that Indian County War Draft is a national war draft, the most significant war draft at the most crucial period. And that's it. I think that the need for everyone to get drafted in that county cannot be overemphasized. If people have been reading on my wall this week, I have been calling on us to raise 1 million US dollars for Indian County. The last time we had great news was when Momo happened. We don't just want to leave it at that. We want to go higher and higher. And it takes all of us here. Get someone on board. Let's make it happen tomorrow. So, Iya Marianta, before I take hostage of this show, we are moving really quick to the next question, which is like, all right, I think you were almost at the point of explaining this before I interrupted. Why is Ndian a place of interest to La République du Cameroon? So everybody just want to contribute. If you don't feel like writing, you should just be patient. At some point, we are going to open the lines so that someone can call in to contribute. So why is Ndian a place of interest to La République du Cameroon? Iya Marianta.
Thank you, Malcolm Ford. Yes, it's simple. It's about the economic extortion that they're getting from Dian County. Simple as
Yes.
that. Um, Before we used to say that Dian is a bread basket of the nation. Dian has been the bread basket of La République and still is. Okay. Um, from the oil alone, La Republic government gets billions of US dollars from Dian, not to talk about what they get from the rubber plantations or how they exploit our cocoa farmers, the coffee farmers. Palm is there. We all know the story about palm. I don't even know what
Yeah,
else I can say.
I
I don't even
know.
want to mention the minerals. I don't want to mention the diamonds, which they're allowing foreign governments to come and extort secretly. They don't, first of all, we don't even have any roads.
Okay.
How is it that
Yeah.
a place that is so blessed, we do not have, it's so underdeveloped?
Yes, I think
Why is it that the rest of Amazonia, why is the rest of Amazonia not benefiting from the money that's coming out from Indians' resources?
mhm.
Why is it just being put into the pockets of the French, the Cameroon government, and being exploited to francs and the actual people? Amazonians don't benefit from it at all. Indian people don't benefit from it. It's not only Indian people that are not benefiting from it. Amazonians are not benefiting from it. That's the whole matter. That's the fact. That's why this
Yes,
fight is one fight.
I get you really right. And from my own part, I'm going to say that benefiting from is Ambazonians benefiting from Dian or from Fako or wherever, even from Donga Matungo, the stuff all over the place. It's a bad word for us to use. They were the ones to benefit from what we have, you know. But for over
Correct.
60 years, we have accepted the weaker position of the beggar, of the have-not, and we are now working hard to benefit from what is ours, and the benefit is not coming. That is not our problem anymore. We are no longer interested. That is why we need all of this money on the table, so that we use force. You can only buy force with money, to use it to pull beer from wherever he is. Is he in a 2D? I don't know. Is he in his grave? I don't know. But we want to pull him from wherever he is to Switzerland. It takes money. Enough of the benefiting from what we have, that is being managed by foreigners. Enough of it. The time is now. Stand up, do something for Dian, do it for Amazonia, and let's just go home. I think that's the message. So, according to an online newspaper, because I tried to do my homework, ladies and gentlemen, the reason for county roots, like you could rightly put it, the reason for this show is to educate ourselves and educate the international community about the atrocities of La République du Cameroon. Many people have testified to me that they are traveling around Amazonia through county roads. So we just want to know. So I'm just saying here, I tried to do my own homework to find out a bit more. So, according to a newspaper online, which I stumbled on, they say, I'm just paraphrasing, they say that Indian is rich, yet it remains in the abyss, in the bottomless pit of underdevelopment. What does this mean, and how relevant is it, Lady Marianta, to this award, to the Amazonia World Draft?
Well, that just basically means that, like I said, the resources, the wealth that's coming out from that place is not being utilized to develop the place. It means that the people that are supposed to be in leadership for us, for example, Dianguti, is only interested in themselves. All the corruption, all the marginalization that's taking place, they turn a blind eye to it. And they allow this La Republique regime to carry on abusing our people, because that's what it is, abusing. It's like you find a child that is kind enough to let you play with their toy, and then you take the toy away from that child, and the child is
Right.
just crying, can I have my toy back? That is the child's toy. So that is what La Republique is doing. Only it's not toys, it's much more bigger than that. La Republique, it's called, it's actual theft. They just come and steal and rip where they did not sow. And they leave the people as if we are not even human beings. Corruption, lack of leadership from the people that are supposed to be leading us as Indianites, or not
Yeah.
just Indianites, in other counties as well, because they want to fulfill their whatever little chicken change or peanuts that they get from the CPDM government. They think about only feeding their own stomachs. They don't think about the mother who is struggling to farm and make ends meet to be able to pay school fees for their children. They don't think about the father who is worrying about how to take a sick child to the hospital. They don't think about how they might even get to the hospital because the roads are not there. People die in the villages, in their homes, even on the way to the hospital, because they can't even get to hospital in time.
Yeah.
The health system is non-existent. That is why.
I think the
Lack of
list is
money.
long. Yeah. I think the list is long. We can go on and on and on and on. But when certain words pop up, we just want to come back to step. I'm taking out. I want to take us back again when you talked about marginalization and so on, such that our so-called brothers don't misunderstand us. We are no longer interested in the fact that we are being marginalized. That used to be before 2016, you know. So marginalization of whatever is none of our problems anymore. The problem here, the truth here is that we just want them out of homeland. They have fed
Yeah.
themselves fat. If at all they have, because France has to take it and then manage to decide on what they get. And they are so comfortable feeding on crumbs to the third power because France takes what he has to take and then gives the less grade or the inferior grade to beer and the rest, and then the third party or the list of them of the crumbs, that is what finally reaches down there for them to pick up. None of our business. The message is very clear. Homeland must be free. The time
Correct.
is now. We are the never again generation of Amazonia, and it's not a joke. We are no longer interested in whether we are marginalized or not because we no longer have anything in common. The union that never was finally became clear, or we finally made it clear that this is where we are. Because for the past 60 years, your analogy of the child and the nice child and the toy, they took us for idiots. There's this saying that my husband usually say in our language, that one old man in the village was so nice to the extent that people happened to harvest all of the bamboos from his bamboo forest, and sure he was left with nothing. That's the case with us. We have been so magnanimous, and they thought that we were idiots. They thought that we never knew what we wanted, but we were just being Amazonian. We know now we are here. It's sad for them. We know exactly where we are coming from. We know what we want. We know where we are going to. We know how to get it, and we shall get it. It only has to be really quick. The question is when and not if. We are capable of doing it, but let's not keep asking questions. Let's go fast, hurry up, make it such that we meet someone at home to give them a hug. That's it. We don't want to go and meet an empty land because all our brothers and sisters have been murdered by these cold-blooded fellows. I don't know. So that is it. So if you can, please, Iya Marianta, you would like to make a very quick summary of the activities of the Amazonia Restoration Forces on the ground in Indian County since 2016. Just tell us, what is the difference that drafting is going to make in the days ahead on that land as far as ground action is
Okay.
concerned.
Right. Thank you, my comfort. I think our chairman would have been better placed to answer this question. Um,
Yeah.
right.
So,
Yeah, he would have been
Lady
better
Miranda,
placed.
please, sorry, let me just interrupt a bit. Please, the county routes number, if there's some help for this, if there's somebody from Dian who thinks that can help in something, you can call anytime. Let me just make this totally special, that if you feel that you want to call and chip in something that Aya Marianta is missing out on, and you feel that people need to know, you can just call, and I'm sure I'm going to pick that call. So the number is +44 0746 0266 +44 746 0266 516. So anytime you feel like calling to support Iya Marianta, you are very, very welcome. Even Comrade Kamara, if you can hear us, please. I think we should have done this before now. If you can call us on WhatsApp, I will be very, very happy to pick up the call because we want to hear. I think this is something, Iya Marianta, that we should have thought of before now. Comrade Kamara would have been here with us on call on WhatsApp. So now you just want to go ahead and say anything that comes to your mind, and we will hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much, my comfort. Right. So, in fact, since the start of 2016, when this revolution went to a higher level, um, our boys down there also decided to stand up tall and start defending themselves, despite the fact that they had pretty much nothing, and they had to rely on whatever the hunters had from the different villages. That did not stop their bravery. They carried on wanting to defend, and they have been doing a really marvelous job. You would know, you should be happy to know that Pamol has not been open for more than 4 years, because they have
Right.
ensured that La Republique will not benefit from Pamol at all, because enough was enough. So they have done a marvelous job of ensuring that Pamol is being shot. In fact, all Amazonians should actually make sure they support this Indian award to take over Pamol for ourselves. We start using it for our own self. Kick out La Republique and take over, complete takeover, not just making sure it's not functioning. They have been protecting the women, the villages. They've been doing quite a lot. I know that, like I said earlier, they have limited resources, and I wish that the chairman was here to emphasize more on that. But all that I know is that the calls, the concerns that they're raising is that we don't have sticks, we don't have this, we don't have G notes. Please, you people should help us. That is what their cry is. Please help
Right.
us. How are we going to fight this fight? And their concerns are legitimate. So the
Right.
question I'm going to pass those
So,
questions back to
Lady
everybody
Maranta,
that's watching.
oh, 1 second. Hello, Comrade Kamara.
Okay.
Yes,
Can you hear us, please?
I can hear you guys.
Yes, you
I
don't.
can hear you.
Have you been following us on TV? Have you been following us at some point? Is there anything you want to chip in right now? Comrade Marianta is trying to just make a summary of the activities of our Ambazonia Restoration Forces in the county of Ndian since 2016, and she really wished you were here to do that for us. So, are you ready to say something about that, please?
Yes, am I on air?
Sure, you are live. Yeah, Marianta, forgive me. This was really brutal, but I'm sorry
No,
about that.
no, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, so carry on, Comrade Kamara. We can hear you. Please let's know if you can hear Comrade Kamara, please.
Thank you, Complete Comfort, for giving Ndian County this opportunity to be on your platform. Sorry, the network has really been horrible, but we thank God for everything. We've been working hard in the background trying to put together the pieces and make things happen for Ndian. And I thank Comrade Marianta for being there for the county. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, Ndian has been very active on the ground. The fighters of Ndian has been very active from the get-go, from the start of this revolution. Our fighters are some of the finest, but unfortunately, as I said some time ago on your show, the exploit of our fighters has not been popular, has not been known because of little information that comes out of Ndian. The network, since the network was disconnected in Ambazonia, Ndian has been suffering. It is even hard to connect with the guys. So sometimes information takes very long time before it can actually reach us. But the guys have done tremendous work. They've been able to keep Pamol locked down for 4 years, or close to 4 years now. And they've also been able to close down CDC in the Bamuso area for close to 4 years now. Activities as usual. Even the recent lockdown, it was effective in Ndian. These guys, some of them sacrificed, they died doing everything to make sure that the mill is locked up completely. Some of them were shot. I mean, they literally were running to grab these things in there. And I, when I was told, the bravery of some of these guys, I shed tears. I said, my God, what actually made them do these things? Some of them saw the need for independence. They saw the beauty of a free Ambazonia that many of us in diaspora have not been able to perceive up till now. Even to conceive the idea of a free Ambazonia, but many of these young people, they put their lives on the line and they died doing this. And these guys, up to this moment, they are still fighting. We heard of what they did even yesterday, 2 nights ago. They put down the home of the parliamentarian, and the news reached us. We're like, wow, the parliamentarians, they are the worst enablers in the struggle. They are the ones who claim to be representing our people in a system. We do not agree. So our guys said that it is a no-no. Either they leave Amazonia and become citizens of La Republique, or they come and sit as citizens in Amazonia. But they cannot represent their counties or their LGA anymore. So they rose against them. So our guys are actively fighting. It's unfortunate that their resources are so limited. Their resources they are so underfunded. I just cry every time I think that these guys are fighting. They are there manning the fort, defending our people using the end guns. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. How possible that they even being able to sustain this fight this long? It's only a miracle. No. It's a miracle. The statement that this is a God ordained revolution. It tells the story that God is the one fighting for us, because these guys don't have they don't have access to the things that others in other counties have. Access to reach us is an issue. So we're actually working to make sure that we bridge that miscommunication or lack of communication that we have with them, so that the little that we have, we can actually reach out to them. But our boys, they are some of the finest we can have in this struggle. Yeah.
Wow.
So we appreciate them, and we're just hoping that tomorrow, by the grace of God, some of them can, speak to Ambazonians worldwide from ground zero, to let us know that they mean business and they want a free Indian, a free Ambazonia. That is our stand. And they've made me understand that, listen, they are with this interim government, the government of President Sako, and that's the leadership they recognize, and that they're ready to fight all the way. So my question that I'm asking my people in diaspora, I'm asking all Ambazonians, and I'm asking the indigenous of Dian in diaspora, are you willing to stand with them? They have sacrificed their all. They've given everything. Some of them have children and wives, but they cannot live together. They say, what we want: a free home, a free country for our own people. We want to raise our children the way we want our children to be raised. We want to make sure that our children have the kind of education that we provide for them. We don't want someone to dictate on what sets of law has to govern us anymore. And that's why they say we're giving our all. We are ready to stand. And they are doing just that. Right. They are doing just that. I admire their bravery each and every day. They bury their friends and they are not giving up. So all this nonsense that I'm seeing, that some of this, whatever account that they have in Boya, that some of these guys, it's a lie. It's just a show.
All right.
These guys are there. They're in the bushes. And we appreciate them for all that they do.
Yeah, thank you very much, Comrade Kamara. Please do not go. We badly need your support here. And I just want to say, Ambazonians, it's rather unfortunate for La Republique when you are teasing someone who knows exactly what they want, because you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that La Republique keeps asking themselves, how did we get here? Who even fooled us into this? Because you see, we know ourselves that much. We know what we need. So I am moving to the next question by asking you this question that I'm borrowing from Comrade Kamara. Are you willing to stand with them here at the Ambazonia Restoration Forces, the young men and women who have put everything of their own life on a halt, that anything can wait for now, because we just want to fetch homeland for ourselves. We just want a place for our people, our children and our descendants. We want a place for them to call home. We just need a life, because there has been no life for over 60 years. Are you willing to stand with them? So this takes us to the next question. Iya Marianta, if you won't mind, as we speak now, our supposed brothers who are aiding Etudi in their genocidal spree on Ambazonia are quietly reaping what they did not sow on that land. What message do you have for them as we draft? Iya Marianta.
What I would like to say to them is that the Ambazonian people have spoken, and the people of Ndian are speaking out too. that we have had enough. They will not get away with this court. Okay, they either stop and repent and join the people of Amazonia to fight this terrorist La Republic, or they will have to face the consequences because their people cannot be killed. They're watching their people being killed and they're doing nothing. So that means that they are supporting the killing. They need to stand up and speak out. They need to speak out for the people of Amazonia. Money is not everything.
Right.
The gods of Amazonia are watching and listening. The blood of the people who have been killed mercilessly will haunt them. If nothing else, that should be on their conscience. That every time
Right.
that they do not speak up to do something to stop this genocide, then that means that they are supporting that genocide. They are supporting the killing of their people. And so that means that whatever repercussions that they have coming, they should welcome those repercussions.
Okay. And what
It's not
was they
good.
say is enough.
Yes,
All right.
enough
Carry
is
on.
enough.
Yes.
Enough is enough. Look, I am telling you, you cannot be doing this to your people. Don't bother going to your village because if you cannot protect the people from your village, then you should not consider yourself part of that village. It's as simple as that. You're choosing, you need to choose where you belong. Either you belong with Amazonia or you belong with La Republique. And if you're choosing to enable La Republique to carry out this genocide on your people, then you're choosing to stay in La Republique. Don't come back to Amazonia because you
Right.
don't have a place there. Where is your heart where your people are being killed? Do you expect the people in your village to welcome you with open arms? I don't think so. Not when they're suffering every single day. And if you are in a position, in a government position there, guess what? You're actually a slave for La Republique. Do you know that? You are a slave. And they do not value you. You're just being used there. Your people are being killed. They're giving you chicken change, and you think that you're somebody or you're something because you're serving with the oppressor. Come on. You need to really
Right.
reevaluate your life and think.
Yeah. Thank you, Comrade Marianta. That is, you are not, I don't know you like someone who raises their voice, but when you hear mom shout or raise her voice, which is unusual, you know that something is really paining her, something is breaking her heart. I hope that some
It's
of those
really
people
painful.
listened to you. Yes, they just want to
Mark of
hear.
God, this is very painful. Let me tell you the reason why this is so painful. Can you imagine that people get sick? Family people have died. I know people, my family has died because of all this. The most recent one, there in Boya, when those boys got killed, boys that are just so young, just minding their own business. One of those was
Yeah.
my cousin. What did he do to deserve that? What did he do? His life just snatched away like that for nothing. Why?
Hmm.
And if anybody, any uncles or aunties who work for La Republique, that is our family member that was killed mercilessly, his life snatched
Right.
away. That hasn't just happened to me, it has happened to many other Amazonians. We know that many of us have family members or aunties and uncles that work for this evil, demonic government. If you continue to be silent and you just watch your people being killed, their blood is on your hands. The blood is on your
Right.
hands. The fact that people get
Yeah.
sick and they cannot go to the hospital, that happens. Villages, houses have been burned down in villages. What for? What did the children do? What did the unborn children in their mother's womb did not even see the light of day? It's so heartbreaking, Emma Comfort. I don't know how other people are seeing
No.
this thing.
That's the problem. That's the case because, we fight, we shout, we cry, we weep. Others are just so cold blooded. I'm just like, okay, let's see where that takes them to. Those who don't yet find any reason to join hands and see what we can do about this. those who don't find any reason to stop assisting or enabling La République to conduct the genocide on our people. Even though when they come killing, they don't ask whether you are Paul Tasson's cousin. They just shoot you and kill you because you are Amazonian. And they will surely, if they know that you are one of the Tasson's family, they will kill you to make mockery of Tasson himself. Say, you sent us there, and what did you expect? You asked us to go kill your people. Why regretting? Why crying? You know, it's not like their people are not being killed. There's no Amazonian who has not mourned a blood family being killed during this careless, useless, irresponsible war waged on us by corpses. So that said, Adam Stafford says La République has gone for long, that the dogs, as we are called, just became the new normal. But we are putting a stop to it now, right now. So, Comrade Kamara, we just want you to add your voice. What message do you have, once again, for those who are aiding La République, our brothers and sisters who are aiding La République to carry on a successful and continuous genocidal spree on our people?
Comrade Konfor, it is a shame. It is a disgrace that we still have our people who've lost their conscience. Those who are still roaming, lurking around the corridors of La République to Cameroon and begging for a paycheck. Especially the people of Dian, the people who are so blessed by God. Their land is blessed on top and beneath. They are so blessed. They should be the ones giving pittance to La République, to Cameroon. But yet, they are running there to collect a paycheck. After they've loot whatever is in their land, you know, drink their oil, suck up their honey, and they feed on their milk. Then they run to Yaoundé and collect a paycheck. It is a shame. It is a disgrace. It is a disgrace for anybody from Dian to look at La République and think that La République has to bless them. They are a blessed people. We are a blessed people.
Yes.
It is the land, I call it the land of black gold. A land that is flowing with milk and honey. The land is fertile. The land is rich beneath. And I still don't understand why. Why is it that these same people who are looting from us, stealing from us in broad daylight, we don't have roads. We don't have hospitals. We don't have schools. Not our children are not even given scholarship. All the billions that is made in Dian is being carried to La République du Cameroon. Then our people are going there to collect a paycheck. They are aiding them to oppress their own people, to kill their own people. These people are heartless. They are wicked. They are wicked. Every one of them, whosoever, these parliamentarians, those who are still there serving La République du Cameroon, they are wicked. We are not part of them. They've never seen us as part of them. If we were part of them, they will not unleash their military upon our civilians, upon our innocent people. The military is there to protect the people, not to come against the people. The same weapons that the people's tax money is being used to buy, the same weapon is used to kill them. No. That's a clear sign that we are not part of them, and they know that we are not part of them. So anybody who think that they are from Dian and they are still serving the government of La République, they've made themselves our enemies. It is clear. It is clear. If their own cowardice is still keeping them there, thinking that, oh, that's how they're going to survive. Hey, that's fine. They can buy their land and live in La République du Cameroon. Dian will never be for sale. Dian, we will not negotiate an inch of Dian with anybody. We will take every inch of Dian, and Dian belongs to the people of Dian. It is never La République, and it will never be. Let's make this very clear. This draft, this award, tomorrow, July the 5th, Sunday, is an opportunity for every Indianite to come out and make a bold statement. It is an opportunity for every Ambazonian to come out and make a bold statement. If Dian is feeding La Republic of Cameroon, Dian will feed Ambazonia. I'm calling everybody. If you stand on the side, you are an enabler. You are one of them who is aiding your own people, La Republic of Cameroon, to kill your own people. They are still causing havoc. They've destroyed homes that our fathers worked for 30 years and built their retirement homes. I know of fathers and grandfathers who have just died because they just can't see it. How can they make it? The home that they built has been burnt down. They're now living in the bushes like animals, a life they've never been used to.
Right.
How can they survive? I saw my friend's father. I mean, his stomach was so swollen in the bush. Before they could get him to the hospital, the man was dead. And I'm still looking at the pictures and I'm crying.
Yeah.
Why? What has he done wrong? What did he do? Because he belongs to Ambazonia. That's all of his crime. And yet we have some individuals who are collecting money and they are buying the latest cars and talking big talk. Who sent them there? If we send them, we are telling them that come back home. Come back home. We are no more there. We are no more there. It is a clear-cut message. Any Indianite working in the government of La Republique, you are an enemy to your people. You have chosen to be eating, to be feeding and feasting on the blood of your people. If you think that you're enjoying life in La Republique de Cameroon, think again. Then you have no place in Ambazonia. You have no place in Dian. It is clear. It is clear. We have to pass this message strongly. Let everyone know. If you want to stand with your people, stand with your people. You can't say you are in the parliament in La Republique and enacting a law that is going to make your people a citizen. I mean, are we serious? Seriously? So it is now that they want to recognize us as citizens or what? So are we giving them the legitimacy? You know, the legal right now to come in and just say, oh, you know what, we own you and we own all of your properties.
Never.
Wow. Are we that silly? Are we that, and we have parliamentarians and we say, oh, my uncle, my father, my brother is a parliamentarian. What is he doing there with his jerk head? What is he doing there? Making laws that we can't take that. We can't take that. They are jokers. They are jokers to our citizens. What citizenship?
Oh, yeah.
We know who we are. We know our history. We know who we are. It's too late. It is too late. It's not going back. If they think that by doing all of these things, they will, entice us, whatever are they going to do for us? Build us houses, buy us cars, or what? Where are they going to get the money?
No. We don't need those
it's
anyway.
A shame.
I know. Thank you, Comrade Amara. Yeah. Yeah, Marianta, you can add. Yes, please.
So this sham of a thing that they call reconstruction, if you break down the word reconstruction, it indicates that you have constructed something in the first place. What have they constructed in Ambazonia? What have they constructed in that they will reconstruct? Have they first of all constructed the roads, or the hospitals, or the schools? Do you know that in so many villages they have gone, the La Republique military themselves have gone and taken equipment out of schools? Schools that have leaking roofs. Walls are broken. Hey, Jesus, this is an abomination. We have to wake up from this.
Yes, and the time is now, guys. Fellow Ambazonians, as you watch us, dear sympathizers, you are so dear to us. Ambazonia is ours. Indian is for Indianites. Donga Manto is for Dongamites. Bui is for Buyans, or however we call it. Ambazonia is for Ambazonians. The time for that to happen is right now. So if you are preparing or you are planning to get yourself drafted in your county Indian, do it latest midnight tonight, because tomorrow we are leaving room for visitors, for sympathizers, for people who just come to support us. We're giving room tomorrow for them to give in their report. We will not give room for their night tomorrow to call, to raise their hand on the Zoom to say, I am drafting my 1,000. No, it should already be, your name should already be on that list circulating. If you have paid, put it and put in bracket paid or put a tick. If you have not, then do it before midnight. If you have calls, if you call Marianta, you call Corporate Camara, you call anybody from Dian and they can't pick your calls, it's because they are very busy. Call me, call any of us out there that you know, and we will get you connected. Lady Marianta is just showing some numbers on the screen, and we will circulate them as many times as we can. But there's business, these people who are talking that they will not sleep till Monday 6 a.m. That is what happened last week when we were doing Donga Mantle. So if you call someone from Dian and they can't pick your calls now, they don't have time, call me, call Lady Casey, call any other person. We want to get ourselves drafted. Do that before midnight tonight. Tomorrow is for visitors, it's for sympathizers, it's for people who are coming to support, to add on what we already have, what we have already done. That is how it functions. So that said, Comrade Kamara, I want to take you one step behind because we missed you earlier on. What the list of the atrocities of these people on us and our people is inexhaustible. We are just about putting a stop to this, and of course, which we will do it because we have the obligation to do that. So what do you think? What difference? Someone said something I really wanted to pick up for us to have a quick chat on that. Jones Bisong says the Indian fighters should be provided with a good communication system. And that was one of the challenges you said you had, Comrade Kamara. So what difference do you think drafting for Indian tomorrow will make in that county, especially in the lives and the activities of our boys and girls?
Comrade Konfor, it will bring an enormous change, not just to Indian, to Ambazonia, to our revolution. A win in Indian is a big win for Ambazonia, for our struggle. As I said earlier, some of the most valiant guys are found Indian. They've been fighting with nothing. I remember once, I had to send some help to treat someone, a fighter who had a wound, who wounded himself. I said, what happened? He didn't even have shoes to fight with. I'm like, wow. And you're still fighting? He said, I have to fight. I have to fight. We have to draft. There is no reason why these young men should put their lives on the line and we stand on the sideline and fold our arms. Listen, Ambazonia Indian will not be handed to people for free. No. Whatever you've done in this revolution will attest to your commitment. You will show it. These guys cannot lose their lives. Our parents cannot lose their homes and now live like animals, and we think that people will just stay here and walk back home like some kind of kings and queens. No. We are all soldiers in this revolution. The draft gives you an opportunity for you to be enlisted. Be part of your LGA, your local government area, where you are part of the leadership as well. You manage the resources. If you put $1,000, what that $1,000 can do will equip your boys so that they can mount strongholds and defend your village, defend your community, defend your homes from being burnt down, defend your families back home from being killed. These guys are ready. It will give them proper material. We will put good communication gadgets in their hands. Whatever they need to withstand these barbaric forces of La République Cameroon we will put in their hands. Let's fight together. Let's fight together. If we change the game Indian, we have turned things around for Amazonia. Our struggle will just be a few days to the finish line.
Okay.
We can do this.
Sure. So
we can do this together.
Yeah. So, Comrade Kamara, I just want to attend to Comrade Maranta. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you, my comfort. Yes.
And can you see me as well? Because I feel that I'm frozen. Am I clear? Please, dear televiewers, can you just indicate? Let me know if you can hear me clearly, please.
I can hear you, but your image is frozen.
Yeah, my image is frozen. So is it okay for me to go ahead, or Lady Marianta, if you want to add something, just add, because I want to make sure that I'm being heard. And if I'm not being heard, then we will not hear Comrade Kamara. So if you have anything to add to tell our people, especially those who are sitting on the fence, go ahead and do that. And then I'm coming back in a few seconds, please.
Okay, thank you so much. So what I want to say to the people that are sitting on the fence, I want to appeal to your hearts. I want you to open your hearts. I know that you have hearts of flesh, not hearts of stones. By that, I mean that the blood that is flowing through your heart and pumping through your body is the same blood that is pumping through those soldiers, through those children, those women, those girls that are being raped, those men that are being butchered, those people that are there fighting for your own independence. So if you remember that, you should feel that connection to your people. You need to be connected with your people. If you are one with your people, you feel oneness. You cannot be okay when they are okay, and they are not okay. They have no food. The chairman, fighters do not have the right footwear. They don't have the right equipment, like just the dress to protect them. Some of them don't even have trampoline covered heads where they are just sleeping there in the bare elements. Is that okay? Can you be comfortable doing that? And those boys are still doing it. It's not comfortable. What? So if you have to contribute $1,000 and you're not comfortable, yes, you might not be comfortable. You need to make some sacrifices, but that discomfort is nothing, absolutely nothing compared to what the people on ground zero are going through. If you have to sacrifice. This hair, I did it myself. In all the business of preparation, I plait my hair myself because I want to save some money. Konfor, we've spoken about this before. We need to think of what we can do. What's our own sacrifice? What is our sacrifice? So you're uncomfortable for a few months. So what? How does that compare with people who have a fever? They don't even have paracetamol. Simple paracetamol, they don't have it. People are sick, don't have medicine, and they die because they cannot have common paracetamol. I have lost a cousin because they could not take her to the hospital. She was sick. I mean, I hope that I'm putting things into perspective for you, for everybody that's listening. Like Konfor said earlier on, there is a reason why God blessed us to get our country. We are scattered all over the world. We are learning skills, trades. We have different professions. The Amazonia that we will be building after the liberation will be the best country in this world. But the point I'm actually trying to make is that if we were blessed to be taken out of that pit of hell that La République is putting our people through, it's for a purpose. It's for us to be able to fend for them. It's for us to be able to provide for them. What are you doing to provide for them? Is $1,000 going to kill you? It provided $1,000 to provide for those children, to provide for those mothers. Some of them haven't got sanitary towels. Some women are pregnant and expecting in the bushes. My cousin gave birth in the bush. She was pregnant. She went through her pregnancy in the bush. She gave birth in the bush. My little, I still call him my son, his legs were curved because of malnutrition. How is it that we can expect our children to go through that? Why would newborn children be born into such a harsh world? We need to put a stop to it, because this thing that we're doing here in the diaspora, saying Black Lives Matter, what about Amazonian lives matter? We need to value our own lives and not wait for other people to value our lives. If you can't value yourself, nobody will value you at all.
Right.
Look at the history of the Americans, the African Americans there. They have rights, they can vote, they do things, they're economically viable. But why is it that the police kill black people, young men, anyhow? We need to make the change. We don't understand how significant Amazonia is. Because the Amazonian that we're building will be a beacon to the whole wide world. It will be a beacon. We're standing up to say, yes, Black Lives Matter. We're also saying, yes, Amazonian lives matter, and we are going to control our lives. We are in charge of our destiny. We're in charge because we know what we want. We control our thoughts, we control our resources, and we control ourselves. Not for any colonizers who are comfortable off our own wealth while our people are suffering. No. We need to free ourselves for this mental slavery. We stop. We think about what we want for our people, and we effect that change.
Yes. Comrade Mananta, can you hear me, please? Okay, you seem to be freezing. You seem to be freezing. Yeah, Comrade Kamara, I'm going to give you time to come in. Yeah, while Comrade Marenta is freezing, some of these things we are not saying them like to entertain someone. We're not here to entertain people. We're here to tell these stories so that you find reason to pay money in order to execute a useless war forced on us by moving corpses. I hope they are still moving. We are capable of doing this. I want to share a story. I'm taking the courage today to say something that happened to my own blood family. Witnesses are here because people had to support me financially. This guy was driving to the farm with his wife. I don't want to describe, one of them is my blood family. I don't want to say who of the couple is my blood family. And these guys caught them, put them off the motorcycle. They had to burn a machete in the fire and burn the guy all over his body, as if it was not enough. They used a screwdriver to screw his anus and do all of those things, you know. So they were afraid to go to the hospital because they thought that when they see them with wounds, they would think that they were Amazonia Restoration Forces. He managed to treat himself at home. Don't ask me how. How many people are going through this? And we are just watching and thinking that it's a joke. And we find it normal. It's not normal. So, Comrade Kamara, if you have something to tell people of Amazonia in general, and sons and daughters of Indian in particular, who are still sitting on the fence, thinking that it's a joke, you just want to address them. You may want to speak in Pidgin, you may want to speak in any local language you understand. Just talk to someone now. Give them reason, call on them to come on board, because the time is now. We want to save the lives of our people.
Yes, Comrade Konfor. I'm going to cite a situation that is going on right now. And I think, our people should hear these things. I think our people, they need to hear these things when they happen. Sometimes if we not be involved in things that are happening in our own place, anything if it happen. Mm-hmm. and it will be outside of our own control. Right now, I get a report, say a criminal gang of fake amber fighters. And these amber fighters, these gangs, these criminal gangs, they also be sponsored by La Republique. Because how do they do operate freely around and nobody militarily attack them, but they go around looting from the people. They become the forces of lawlessness and disorderliness. I get a report said there be this same group of guys. They go to the village of Bafaka Balwe. They unseat the village head or the head of the council, and they install a new one. And they took an old man, stripped him naked, and walked him around the place. How on earth can our people let this happen? How on earth can our people hear these things and sit on the sideline? How can the people of Bafakabalwe sit on the sideline when these hoodlums are denigrating their own people? How does they manage to do this kind of thing? I mean, if any of them, when they don't hear this way they happen for their own village, that one are just one case. How about other villages? How about other villages? These same criminal gangs, where I understand say be headed by one of these hoodlums called Ikeku, and they move around, they collect things from people, collect money from the people. I mean, why our own people gave for the suffer by our own hands? We need to correct this thing. We need to stand up and stop this nonsense in our own villages. Make it not happen. And the only way we can do this now for rise up together, come together, be part of your LGA, be part of your county. For make sure say we get the good boys, the good guys that made them be on the ground. The one that way they will be able to take care of our own mothers and old fathers. The one the way they go respect our elders. Not be these criminals so that they can't torment our own people. It's sure a clear sign say this so will be disconnected on the ground. And why we get for the go around with the vex with the complaint? Why we not fit do something about it? Now an opportunity, this draft, it gives the people of Indian an opportunity to stand and say this will not happen. La Republique du Cameroon cannot loot from us, oppress us for over 50 years, and we have another criminals. They step up, they start for the torment our own people. No. But listen, at time this draft is a clarion call, an opportunity for us to come together. We draft ourselves, we put our resources, and we say the boys them on the ground, they go listen to us. They go fight, we will fight together. No, we say that they do their own things, and we will not get control over them. It's a no-no. It's a no-no. And all those who they commit those atrocities on our people, they must pay. They will pay for what they are doing. If La Republique don't pay them, same way they work around, they spoil the name of our struggle, they go pay. They must answer to their crimes. We'll make that one very clear. Yes, we will clean every mess where it is on the ground.
Right.
We'll clean every mess, and we will make things right for our people. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Comrade Kamara. A word to a wise, they say, is sufficient. We not get any two ways to do this. We feel only talk. We feel only tell you. We represent the good and the bad of everything. Just make your choice and make it wisely, because there will come a time, like he is saying. I can quite remember Comrade Marianta last time, about a year ago, when I hosted Comrade Florence School of our community on this platform. She sent this warning that people who are not coming on board now to pay, there will come a time. Ambazonia is for sale now. We are selling Ambazonia now because we need money to free Ambazonia. And there will come a time when we are free, we will not need this money again. You will bring the money, we'll say, sorry, we do not need this money. So I'm afraid people want to stand up and just to do their own part. People want to stand up now and do their part. Get drafted before midnight, because tomorrow we are receiving friends and sympathizers. We are receiving people who are not Amazonian, but they feel about the Ngarbu massacre. They feel about what our people are going through. They have a feeling of what we are going through. They feel for us that we are stuck in a foreign land. We can't go home because we don't have a place to call home. Please start. Do it now before midnight. Every India night, your name should be written on that list. Get yourself drafted. Pay the one you have now. If you can pay it all, we really, really do appreciate. That said, we are opening the lines for calls. Please call in to contribute. Call in to encourage someone. Call in to just let us know what you think. How are you preparing for Indian tomorrow? Why do you ask? Many people have said drafting for Indian is a national obligation or a national responsibility. Can you just call in to back up your argument? Tell us, give us reason to draft for Indian tomorrow. I know comrades who have drafted $1,000 for more than 3 counties because they can't help but draft it, and they are paying for it because they can't help but have a place to call home. So you cannot just sit, watch your arms, and watch it happen, and tomorrow you go there and feel comfortable. No, and no. So the time is now. So while we're waiting, the phone number again is +44. If the technician can help put this on the screen for us, +44 746 0266 516. This is County Roots number. Everybody knows this number. Those who call on this show, they know it. So the time now is for us to call. And Comrade Marianta, Comrade Kamara, just listen to the contributions and the questions. And if they come in at all, then I'll give you time towards the end of the show to either comment on some of the things from our callers or to answer to some of the questions. So the lines are open. If you have a contribution to make, please, Abondian, the time is now. So lines are open. Before the technician puts it on the screen, I think that we all know this number. For those who do not know it, you call +44 746 0266 516, and you can talk to us live on County Roots. Make your voice heard. Tell us why you want to contribute for Indian. Tell us why you want to get drafted in Indian County. So the time is now, and homeland must be free. So a free Amazonia, we cannot talk about a free Amazonia when the rest of the 11 counties are free and Indian is still out there. Then Amazonia is not free. It will only be free when all of the 13 counties are all free, and oh yes, we are capable of doing that. So if you are ready, you can call in and support, give people reasons why they should draft for Indian. Let me just see if I can read 1 or 2 comments, and so in the absence of a call, we can then close so that Iya, Marianta, and Tata Kamara, they go back to work, because I know what is waiting for them. So I don't need to keep you here forever when business, the real business, is waiting out there. So Adam Stafford says La République just needs Amazonia to remain their farmland. Such a big lie, because we have a reason to fall no more, and we are so steady. We are so steady and so focused in such a way that they cannot distract us in any way. So God is ready for us. Okay, Adam Stafford, I don't know why I keep falling only on your comments. God is ready for us. Diaspora, watch out. Brothers, sisters, comrade, the guys in GZ are bringing you wealth in their lives. That is very, very true. You're right. You are very, very correct. So, I am going back to this question by Comrade Kamara to you earlier on. Are you willing to stand with them? Are you willing to stand with the Amazonia Restoration Forces? Are you willing to stand with Mami Api? Are you willing to stand with Baby Martha? Are you willing to stand with Ngarbu? Are you willing to stand with Bali, Pinyin, Batibo? Are you willing for to have a free Amazonia? The time is now. According to Ndian County, the restoration forces of that county are fighting with barely nothing, and they have been able to keep CDC and PAMOL ungovernable or unreachable by La Republique for almost 4 years. Just close your eyes within 2 seconds and guess what will happen if these boys are holding the real stuff in their hands. I'm calling it by its name because it's no secret. We have the right to self-defense. This is an international law. It is known, the entire world knows that we are raising this money to buy arms and give to the boys in Indian such that they defend themselves. Do it now. So in the absence of any calls, we want to think that Amazonians are satisfied with your presentation, and we are expecting all of them on board. Indianites, please get drafted before midnight. But if you are busy because you're at work or something caught you on the way to drafting and so on, the draft is only being launched tomorrow. So it's starting. So you can get drafted. If you are not able to do it between now and midnight, give room to our visitors, but do it immediately, as tomorrow is as from Monday, we are going on and on till December. Please come on board, do it now, and let's get our boys to work. So, Comrade Marianta, please, if you have a last word to our people from diaspora to ground zero to all other parts of Africa, you have 1.5 minutes to do that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, my comfort. It's been wonderful being here to speak with you and to enlighten ourselves on the situation in Dian and Amazonia. So, what I would like to say to our people of Ndian, first of all, is that as an indigenous child of Ndian, you have responsibility to protect and defend that land. And so drafting is an obligation, full stop. It's not a matter of choice. There are some people, friends of ours, that might have gone to school in Dian. Maybe you went to Mondemba government school, maybe you went to a Kondo Titi, maybe you worked in Dian, maybe you had a girlfriend or a boyfriend who was from Dian, and because of the love that you feel for those people, maybe you're married to somebody from Dian. So you should also consider drafting yourself in because you have real solid reasons to be counted as Indianite. Our brothers and sisters from the other counties, we lean on you. We lean on our brothers and sisters from Boyo, Bui, Ndonga Manchu, Wakitunja, Kupe Manyenguba, Meme, Fako, all the counties. I'm trying to think which county I've not mentioned now. Lebia, of course. Meme, Momo. We are leaning on all of our brothers and sisters. Thank you, Mama. We are leaning on you because we are a family. We need to support each other just like we have been supporting each other. We have been having Dian people coming to support in all those different awards. And for us, it's not even just a matter of Jangi because we already know, it is not a secret, that a liberation for Ndian County, if we liberate La Republique out of Ndian County, we are liberating Amazonia. So this is something that we have to do together. And for our sympathizers, our friends of Amazonia, wherever you are in the world, especially people from Africa watching us, I want you to know that what you're watching is the genesis of a different Africa. Amazonia is leading the way. Other countries are taking steps as well. As this is time for us Africans to stand up and actually say that we will not be controlled by former colonizers. We are not slaves. We will not be engaged in modern day slavery. We will not be engaged in any kind of secondary slavery. In all items, we need to stand up, we need to support Ambazonia because this is the future. We are building a future that is exemplary for all of Africa. And our brothers, because yes, we do have brothers and sisters in Christ who know what is right and what is wrong. They know what the French government is doing to our people. They know what they know what's happening, and you are against it because some of my friends of British, there are a lot of people that are against what is happening to us. Genocide, they want it to stop also. Please, friends of British Southern Cameroons, friends of Amazonia, wherever you are in the world, you have a voice too, because standing by and doing nothing means that you are condoning what is going on. Speak out, reach out to your government, tell them that, hey, what's going on in Amazonia? There is a genocide going on. Do you want another Rwanda to happen? What is it going to take for you to step up and stop this? Because a mistake was made in 1961 and it needs to be fixed, particularly the British government. Any British people watching now, you need to speak to the British government and ask them to clean up the mess that they started because we will not be here without them. So they need to take responsibility and sort it out. We have been to the Commonwealth enough times. We have marched up to the Downing Street, House of Lords, where have we not been? But British people, you need to help. People in the US, you need to speak to your government. People in Russia, you need to speak to your government. People in Germany, Germany is now going to be holding the presidency for the European Union. You need to speak to the German government because the German government understands. We know about human rights, and we are saying that our human rights cannot be ignored. The human rights of all Ambazonians is an entitlement as well, just the same way that British people here have their rights and they are respected. Ambazonians also have a right to live freely, and nobody has the capacity to take that away from us. Either we take it by force, or you do the right thing and you make sure that the equality is restored and we gain our freedom in the rightful way. No more blood needs to be shed. So please, draft in, call me, call my comfort, call Prince J, call whoever you need to. We've got the numbers. Reach out to us. We need to free those people. This is not about you and me. It is about the people that are dying every single day. It's about the people that don't have food. It's about the people that don't have medicines. It's about the soldiers that are trying to defend those poor people because they know that it's their job. They have taken on that responsibility and they're prepared to pay for it with their life. Can we be prepared to pay for it with our pocket? Can we make that sacrifice and go for you all my friends, brothers and sisters? I will be having a basket, and I'm expecting that I will see a lot of you out there tomorrow to support. If you want to support quietly, there is the anonymous donation line that you can use. So please, nothing should hold you back from supporting. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So please, for the love of those children, for the love of those people that were killed in the Gabu massacre, those children, the pregnant woman. I'm a mother. I know what it feels like. My comfort is a mother. Some of you are also fathers and mothers. Your aunties and uncles. Please follow your heart. Follow your heart. And don't worry about how the money is going to be paid. God will find the way to replenish those pockets. You will find a way. Where there is a will, there is a way.
All right.
Just decide that you just make that decision and everything will work out. You don't need to worry about how is it going to happen. We've got until December, please. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Comrade Marianta and Comrade Kamara. Please, if you have a last word to our people, then you are welcome.
Thank you, Comrade Comfort. I just want to speak to our people here in diaspora. I just want to let our people inside diaspora make them understand, say, or be for diaspora no mean say na excuse or some kind of escape. So diaspora no be a place of escape. Diaspora na just a platform where God don't place you so that you feel be able to reach out to others where they not feel be able to help themselves or where they struggle more than they feel help themselves. Just like our people back home right now, and especially those who they fight hard for make sure say peace and prosperity will be restored in our land. So you're staying here. Diaspora is not a hideout. If you feel say you hide in diaspora, make you think again. Think very well. My daughter was born in America. She just turned 16. She knows that she's an Morocco woman. And she knows that she's Indianite. She said, I am Amazonian American. That's something that I don't want anybody to take that from her. Likewise, you don't want your own picking them for growth for a year with the no way they come out.
Right.
You know, makes sense. You know, African Americans who they did here for hundreds of years, they want for no way they come out. You know, come for here, you can't take your own picking them, you throw away them, and they no get country. It be wrong. So make sure say you stand up, defend, protect, free the homeland for your own picking them, so that they go walk raising their head up. They go speak with honor, you know, wherever they go, even inside America or for Europe. Do that for them. If you feel say you want to live all your life in Europe or America or elsewhere, but do that for them, so that they will be able to know say this from my village, na this na so it is. Good morning, na so they talk from our country talk. So they will be able to go back someday. They know place where they come, but they will be part of the development process for our own communities. Do that for them. And I also thank the people where some of our people, big people, the way they give anonymously. I thank you so much.
Right.
Yeah, I respect you now. Yes, I respect you now. If you get anything, forgive them. If you get your own draft for draft, yeah, 1,000. Whether you want to start now with 100, 200, 300. A lot of people they start with 250, some 500, some 1,000. They don't only give them. We not go publish your name. We will receive them anonymous. We will keep record so that when the time comes, it will show say you too you be part for this fight. Make you not stay on the side. Maybe tomorrow you want come, you say you come with your big belly, you come with your big motor. Some small boy will tell you, say back for the that motor hand the key. That time you will pay all the taxes. For the time when you don't be with others, that they fight for this fight, and you choose for Shidon, you get your own, drink your cold beer, and you chop well. Now not time for stand. Stand for your family. Stand for the younger generation, so that then too they go walk, they go live inside a free Amazonia. Amazonia where they go proud for couple and say their own home. I thank all the people where they love Indian, all the friends of Indian, all those who they stay Indian, where they go school for Indian, where they respond, and where they go hear this message, and where they see our advert, where they go stand up, they say Indian, na good place and na good people, and we want to make Indian be free. I thank you now, so that before tomorrow, I know say una go join we or make that draft, that award day tomorrow may it be explosive. May God bless everyone. Bless all the Indians so they don't stand up in courage. Bless all Amazonians, all friends and sympathizers of our struggle. And God bless our nation, Amazonia. Thank you, Comrade Comfort.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Comrade Kamara. Thank you for being there and going through the thicks and thins just to make sure you reach out to our people. That is the definition of sacrifice. You define sacrifice by sacrificing. That's just way to go, especially these days. So thank you so much for being there for us. Thank you, Iya Marianta, great mama of the revolution. We are on it. We are in it together. We are all Dianites. We are all Dongamites. We are all Amazonians. And thank you, dear televiewers. Thank you, people watching on Facebook, on YouTube. Thank you, those of you back home in Africa. We just do love you so much. Keep on sharing this information. Make sure that the entire world knows that genocide is happening in Amazonia in the 21st century, even after the never again that was declared. When was that? I don't know, but that was it. So please, let's fight together, and as a team, as a family, we can restore the dignity of Amazonia. Thank you, and see you in a few hours as we launch the Award on the Road show, Reaching Indian tomorrow. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye.
Waweri mana ware muko eboke kiaka eke bawali bakayo bawali basuye basejo botekelaku babana bateni yombusa bawali bakayo bawali basuye basejo botekelaku babana bateni yombusa Tata Edimo Andrew Michigan. Bawali bakayo, bawali basuye, basejo botekelaku, babana bateni yombusa bawali bakayo, bawali basuye, basejo botekelaku, babana bateni yombusa Tata Ntingi Waters, Madiba Malunge, Merela. Yako wale moria, weni mboka papa. Yako wale moria, weni mboka 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 papa. Yako wale moria, weni mboka Yako wale moria, weni mboka Yako wale moria, weni mboka Dr. Ebongoza, Tata Mboka Isananga yo. Tatakanie, Ekodo tatakanie. Tatakani mamboka imasu tatakanie. Ima tatakanie. Tatakani mamboka Tatakanie mboka yasu tatakanie. Tatakanie, Ekondo tatakanie. Tatakani mamboka imasu tatakanie. Ima tatakanie. Tatakani mamboka tatakanie mboka yasu tatakanie. Chief banambare etu ake banando sindelo salingi joda. Papasto elangwe esoe amakane tete rosene kembako yato base yako wale muria weni mboka. Yako wale muria weni mboka Yako wale muria weni mboka Chief Joseph Mokete Nebale, Tata Ebu Kimbao. Balana base yoy, wabiani babu batibaki. Yana base yoy, wabarana babu batibaki. Bana base yoy, wabasangwe batibaki. Eke bana base yoy, wabanyangwe batibaki. Ekondo beambae, ima ekondo beambao. Ekondo beambae, nebele ekondo beambae. Ekondo beambae, nebele ekondo beambao. Tata Obase Ebeneza Eswe, Minnesota. Balana base yoy, wabiani babu batibaki. Yana base yoy, wabarana babu batibaki. Bana base yoy, wabasangwe batibaki. Eke bana base yoy, wabanyangwe batibaki. Ekondo beambae, ima ekondo beambao. Ekondobe ambaye, nebele ekondobe ambaye, ekondobe ambaye, nebele ekondobe ambao. Mama Mary Obase, USA, Minnesota, Mboka Isananga yo. Ayop Nyanga International, Chongsen Kina.
Nenu never gere, nenu never gere, nenu never gere, nenu never gere. Serabebe monyo,
Nenu nevegere,
bawarop chibo vera,
nenu nevegere,
bawarop chibo mukusai,
nenu nevegere.
nenu never gere, nenu never gere, nenu never gere, nenu never gere. Serabebe monyo,
Nenu nevegere,
bawarop chibo vera,
nenu nevegere,
bawarop chibo mukusai.
nenu nevegere.
Ayonge bot mo kukuri anawa lanta mewe ngebe kama tu mantang daga nene petu nyonya ka bo tabarom mega ibri mewe ngese se konkai Moses mewe ngese se ko bison bakia mewe nge docteur Banabai manto sentang daga ne mega ibri petu nyonya ka bo tabarom la justice aya pola bine ne mo manyu mewe nge won kontuo to sentang daga nene mega ibri sese ko abonduku eret na mo manyu esongo ribo abuno alicious alias Taco Black of Bajonta Kingdom mewe nge won ko manto sentang daga nene aha
Tato Vase Sony Mbo Rumbuaka. Neki masume kweli niko pai, niko rosobora.